So if you want to study physiotherapy at university, don't miss this video. Here are our top 3 tips to help your application, but also we've got a full course applying to study physiotherapy, link in the description below with a special discount code, and that course gives you everything you need to know to help with your application. Right, let's get into these top tips. As a senior physio lecturer, I know that you see hundreds of applications every year, and so we're really grateful for your time on what your top 3 tips are for someone applying to study physio at university. So, what's tip number 1?
So I think tip number 1 for me is to be absolutely sure of your motivations behind why you want to be a physiotherapist. So what is it that's made you come to this decision that you want to go into physio, and what do you really understand about the profession? So get to know as much about physio as you can, what's going on in physio, what the challenges are, what the opportunities are, and link that to why you think it's the right career for you.
Awesome. And I imagine that comes across in every aspect of the application, whether it's your personal statement, your interview, and should people be using that information, gearing all of that towards their application?
Definitely. So I think as an admissions tutor, you would want to see that people really understand what the profession is about and can demonstrate that knowledge through their statement, through their application, but then when they come to interview, they're able to show with passion what it is about physio and the area of physio that they perhaps at the moment feel most kind of akin to. That's got to shine through, so yeah.
Awesome. So, top tip number 2.
Top tip number 2 is to really take your time in preparing your application. So think about where you want to apply, when you want to apply, and which route you want to apply to. So there are different routes into the profession. There are many, many universities, institutions that provide physiotherapy degrees, and they'll all be different. They'll all have unique points. They'll all have areas that they perhaps specialise in. So really take your time trying to decide where you want to go and when you want to go. That will also shine through in your application, and then take your time to get to know those top universities, institutions that you want to go to, and sell that again. So let that university see that you've done your homework and you've thought about what it is about that course specifically and that place that makes you want to go there, and that will shine out at interview.
Awesome. So finally, top tip number 3.
So top tip number 3 is if you get an interview, and this would be my tip for any interview, if you get an interview and you are preparing your questions, you're preparing what you think they might ask you, verbalise those questions. So as well as just writing them down or perhaps planning your answers, spend time sitting in front of a mirror or sitting in front of your dog, whatever you want to do, verbalising your answers, because then when you're in that high pressure situation of an interview, you will have already made that connection between your answer in your brain and what you're going to say, and it will make the whole thing much more fluid and really allow you to cut away some of those nerves and use the interview to shine.
So guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, do check out our full course applying to study physiotherapy, link in the description below with a special discount code for you, as this course gives you all the information that you need to know to maximise your application to study this great profession. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Khalid. See you soon here on Clinical Physio.